Hey, what's up guys? Kodachi here. Today's video is brought to you by me. Today, I will be analyzing the new Skibidi toilet episode, which is number 70 part 2. Make sure to like and subscribe. The episode starts off where we were last time. The bangs get louder and louder. It was a cameraman. Psych, it wasn't a cameraman.
It was fake, motherfuckers! You mad? Huh? You mad, bro? You mad, sis?
It was a cameraman being held by a Skibidi. I knew it would be a trap when I first saw this little guy, as he wouldn't be able to get through alone. Sadly, this poor cameraman was being held by a Skibidi with a bomb strapped to his back. The Skibidi toilet throws this poor little guy into the lift, but the explosion doesn't really do anything to the cameramen, but puts a big hole through the ground. The Skibidi jumps down and stabs his claw into one of the cameramen. Dark Speaker Man throws his knives into the Skibidi's eyes direct. Nice shot, my friend. This cameraman heroically sacrifices himself and pulls the Skibidi down the hole with himself. Comment: R.I.P. for this Chad. We see POV plunger cameraman put his hand to tell him to stop, but it was too late. Plunger man picks up this guy's weapon, which he dropped. There is an A on the weapon, which I think means alliance. Dark Speaker Man picks red-shirted cameraman and the special tie cameraman and takes them to the top of the lift. Plunger man is still mad at him, so he decides to jump out and climb up the walls with his claw hands. This reminds me of that one scene from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Dark Speaker Man puts his hand out to help, but Pov rudely pushes his hand out the way. You can see the look on Dark Speaker Man that he is so upset about what he has done and experienced. I feel bad for this guy. We see red-shirted cameraman looking at his tablet. The lights are out still, which I think is something to do with Titan cameraman crashing through the dam. We see Skibidis patrolling the area with flashlights. Pov uses the night vision on his camera to see in the dark. This is so epic. After a few seconds though, the power suddenly comes back on. I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but we can see red-shirted cameraman's back is kind of sticking out, which I think is like this, because his back was on fire in episode 56. He starts opening doors with his device, and we see them go into a room with a sign which said, Test Lab. I first saw the head of a Skibidi here. When the POV looks around the room, we see a lot of things. There is weapons inside these glass containers. We see a big claw on the wall with a big sword above it. I think maybe one of the Titans will find this weapon, specifically Titan Speaker Man, as we have seen that all the Speaker Men are better at close range. We can see a camera spider here also. I hope we see more action of these, but I don't think the Alliance make them anymore. We see Titan cameraman's hand on the wall from episode 20. This is the biggest fuck moment. I hope they aren't planning on doing anything with it. We see Titan Speaker Man's speaker here also. I also see Titan Speaker Man's old blaster. I hope the Skibidis don't clone these guys. I noticed how there wasn't anything TV related though. Pov Plunger walks over to the table and picks up a piece of paper. I don't know what language this is. I know some of it says Skibidi Dop. On this picture we see the secret agent. This is a younger version of himself. He is shaking hands with a person who looks like a Skibidi toilet's face I've seen once or twice in my life. We see 4 scientists who don't look happy. Above this it says Alpha Hills Labs gets new administrator. It seems these scientists don't condone with what's going on. This date in the top corner says 2nd of February 1979. That's a while back, innit? When POV turns, we see red-shirted cameraman who is holding something important. This book has a TV symbol on it. I'm just as confused on why red-shirted cameraman doesn't read them. Not gonna lie, I think him and Secret Agent are time travelers. He shakes his head and puts the book on the table. The inevitable happens, and Claw Skibidi strikes. The one that was caught was red-shirted cameraman. He picks him up and throws him. I never expected red-shirted cameraman to be the one to go. I thought it would be plunger cameraman or dark speaker man. This is the same Skibidi from episode 42 with the shut closed mouth. Now ain't that a bit sus, as whenever a cameraman is about to find something out about the TV men this guy attacks. He has upgraded claws and a TV screen. Text pops up, but the only thing I can make out of it is end. Pov starts to lift his hands up to self-delete, but heroically Dark Speaker Man saves Pov and the other cameraman, as speaker men aren't affected by TV screens. Pav puts big cameraman's lens on. Damn, I knew he was going to put this to use. Sadly, the other cameraman died and the Skibidi starts clawing Dark Speaker Man. I feel so bad for the other cameraman who sadly dies. Thankfully, Pov throws his plunger at the screen, destroying it. He picks up the cameraman from earlier on's weapon up and makes use out of it, shooting the Skibidi in its eye. It shoots those nail thingy, what you call it, and it blinds the Skibidi. Dark Speaker Man uses his powerful speakers before Povey kills the bitch. Nice work, my guys. They both nod at each other. Plunger Man walks over to the red-shirted camera, man's dead body, and we can see on the screen that it's blue with some text that I can't make out. I think this might confirm the death of this Chad. Dark Speaker Man breaks the glass and picks up this katana-looking spear weapon. We have never seen anything like it before. Plunger Man picks up some headphones and a jetpack. Finally, he can fly again. I'm just as confused as fuck on how the same headphones and jetpack are here, the exact same ones from episode 69. Pov uses his device, which he picked up from red-shirted cameraman, and opens the garage door. I hope he has finally forgiven Dark Speaker Man.